Taking on this responsibility is such an amazingly honorable challenge.
Camera set.
You're just in the trenches. I mean, you're working at least 13 hours every day.
Marker.
You show up on set, and that's when the moment happens where you're like, I hope I know what I'm saying or doing.
Roll sound, rolling.
Roll camera. Roll.
And action.
Begin the transdermal evisceration.
Power is a fantastic episode. I was so thrilled when I got this script. In my mind, it's about Lana and about Tess. And it's about Lana growing herself into a hero and Tess choosing to be a villain.
You have these two very different trajectories and how they deal with power and why people want power and what that means to you.
What good will your technology do in the hands of a madman? You and I both know that Lex is too dangerous to wear it. But I can. Do you want to be remembered for saving people's lives? For improving the human condition all over the world?
For Lana, this episode is really about rising from her former self and saying, screw it to everyone. I'm gonna go find this on my own. I'm gonna go understand what it means to be independent. I'm gonna go understand what it means to be myself and to uphold that above all else.
I am not training you to be like someone else. I'm training you to be Lana Lang, to rise from the ashes of your previous life, stronger, more powerful. No fear, no pain.
And I think it parallels from a very female perspective the same sort of journey that we were on with Lex and Clark. And I think that we really got to see that exemplified from the feminine point of view.
Allison couldn't have asked for a better episode to direct. It's really a great one, and I think great for her as well because she has a very keen eye, especially for women and how women work.
I love it that actors think about their work and want to do more, because all it's going to do is engage them more in the show, and that's really what it's about.
Tom's directed, Michael Rosenbaum has directed, John Schneider has directed.
I asked Tom why he decided to do it, and Tom said, there is no place where I'm going to be given $3 million to do my first project. It's just not going to happen again.
Very talented, and he's gone on to do Hydro and other shows. And then Michael did a show in season 6, and he brought so much to that as well. And here came Allie, which we expected no less.
The fact that they looked at me and thought, yeah, we want you to represent our show. We want you to be the one steering the ship for this episode. That doesn't happen everywhere. That's amazing. It's an incredible honor.
When the idea of having Allison direct came up, it was a no-brainer because she just knows the show so well.
She was supposed to direct an episode last year and it fell through for some reason. So that's how long ago she started her homework.
I spent the last year just trying to prepare myself for it so that I could be as confident and clear with what I wanted to do so that I could really take the challenge.
I know that she did a lot of research and watching a lot of films, just watching a lot of things that inspired her and ways to kind of find the vocabulary for what she was looking to do.
I even heard a story that she would go to the stages of Smallville and shoot some stuff on weekends with friends, you know, with a video camera. So there was no doubt that she had done her homework. She was so prepared.
It was a year of a lot of growth for me and a lot of, like pushing myself.
She did everything right and everything possible to be ready for this.
She knew the date that she was starting. It was almost like a countdown, you know? It'd be like 4 weeks to go, 3 weeks to go.
I was pretty hungry for the whole thing. I was really excited. I wanted to see what it was all about and see what it was like and really get in there and get my hands dirty and also pay the respect that I think is due to my crew. I think that to step into a position like director and just kind of sleep my way through it is a bit of a slap in the face to how hard everybody else works. I wanted to make sure that everyone saw how much I was honoring the opportunity that I was getting. And for myself, I wanted to get as much as I could out of the opportunity. Am I hallucinating, or is that the long-lost Lana Lang in front of me?
Hi, Chloe.
Hi. Oh my God, I thought I'd never see you again. Now you're back.
Actually, I'm only here for a short stay.
It was pretty serendipitous that I was the one that got to direct this episode.
I couldn't imagine a better situation for this story than to have Allison directing it and have Kristin Kreuk back for it.
A show about female empowerment just felt so right. And the notion that here was Lana Lang back on the show and we could do Lana's story and who was going to direct that, Ally Mack, it was like gold. Total home run.
I'm sure that they were hoping to capitalize on Allison's strengths and find something that her unique voice would bring to this story.
I think a female voice in this episode for a female power theme is great.
One thing we wouldn't do would be to compromise the show and the complexity of a show because of the director. So we knew power, okay, it was female empowerment, was perfect for Ally, but this was going to be a flashback show. We wanted to tell Lana's story, what really happened when she left Clark. So in doing that, we had these flashbacks and these transitions, which are difficult to do.
You tortured her? I trained her.
We could see as the episode was coming together, we could see that this is a big episode for a first-time director, and our philosophy was Allison's a high achiever, if ever there was one, and she's going to do a fantastic job with that, and let's not, change the episode in any way. Let's just give her exactly what we see, and she rose to the occasion. And I think in a lot of ways that's what she wanted to do.
Did you decide to do those things because Lana left, or did you simply grow up and realize what you wanted to do with your life? Sorry.
Well,
was that the right line, Beth? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I think the most challenging part was probably trying to act and direct at the same time, because no one can pick up where I fall short as an actress. That's my job.
You're thinking about how you're performing, plus you're thinking, do you like as a director how your co-star is performing? And then the camera's way over there, so you're having to think about that at the same time.
It's on the disc. She doesn't want to be together.
I'm too high, they're too high. I'm trying to think about too many things right now.
For Allison, for her first directing foray, to direct herself as much as she did is really impressive.
To act in a scene that you're directing, I can't even imagine it.
Aaron, can you just take one step back and on action take a step in?
Okay, and camera set.
And action. Aaron!
Sir, it's not too late to suspend the procedure.
Our orders are to move forward.
At what cost?
Cut!
She was so knee-deep in every aspect of the show. You don't see that from every director. There's guys that are seasoned directors that go from show to show to show, and they're coming in, and they show up the first day of prep. Phenomenal work, they do their work, but Allison was like a sponge.
Her concept of story and shots and how she wants it to come out, I think it's just naturally in her.
She had thoughts on everything, she had an opinion, she was open to everyone's ideas, was very respectful of other people's ideas. She gets it, and that's why she's gotten to where she's gotten to just even before she started directing, right? She understands the process and understands people, and I think that's really important.
X-ray 30, Charlie, take 5. Margaret. Camera set.
Action!
Prometheus must be destroyed.
It's too late. You can't destroy the suit without murdering her.
Lana Lang was born to be a martyr.
No!
Cut!
The thing that I've loved the most about her directing me and directing this episode is her storytelling and the fact that she is all for, it's always about the story and if the story is getting told.
She's been involved in a gazillion blockings on Smallville from an actor's point of view. She's seen blockings that she didn't feel as an actress, but the director wanted her to do it. And she's seen blockings that are organic, that work really, really well. And so from that point of view, and staging and all of that, she's gonna nail it.
I think you can contain the desperation a little bit.
Yeah.
The point that you're making isn't like pleading with her, it's like letting her know that if you destroy the suit, she's dead, she's gone.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So make it less about pleading, less about this desperation, and more about just like,
Gotta stop
you
this.
have to know that if we destroy the suit, you're killing her.
Her being an actor means that her ability to speak to actors is very, very good. It's just very thorough, and it's another language, I feel, than most directors have.
You guys, that was great for the struggle and everything like that. I have one more thing. When you guys start struggling, can you have the gun pointed at the console quicker? So it goes like right there. My position as an actress really helped me in my experience as a director because I was able to understand the emotionality of the story in a way that was very clear. I never felt unsure about the tone of a scene. I never felt unsure about what to say to an actor in order to help them get to where they needed to go. Hang on one second, I'm just gonna give you a note.
Yeah, please.
That was not a place where I felt like a lack of confidence at all. And I think that that just came from my experience as an actress growing up, working all the time, and working with so many different directors, and knowing what works for me, and knowing the way that I want to be treated, and then being able to translate that to the actors themselves.
She's just such an actor's director, and in TV, at the end of the day, the most important thing is when you're watching something, the audience is going to feel something. And there's this emotional component which comes out of performance, which comes out of people giving honest, engaged performances. And as a director, you have to get those performances. And Allie nailed it from the get-go.
Mark.
That's what she wanted it, so we didn't get in her way. She did what she wanted.
Action.
Did you check on Project Ares after she left?
Yeah, it turns out the project was mothballed over a year ago. Working with Tom, I think, was probably one of my most favorite parts of this whole experience.
No, that's the way Lana wanted it. So she could do what she had to do without anyone getting in her way, especially me.
One more time, less decisive. After the train, can you cue us again, Glenn?
It was really amazing. I didn't know how well I knew him until I had this experience. Him as a person I know so well, and I know what works for him, and I know how he's feeling, and I know when he's in a good mood or when he's in a bad mood, and I know how to help him out of that. Same intention.
It must have been the way she wanted it. So she could do what she had to do without anyone getting in her way. Especially me.
That's great. When I was directing him, I could be very concise with my direction with him. I could say like one or two things and he would know exactly what I meant, or I could look at him differently and he would know exactly what that meant.
She is so good at taking all the professionalism that she needs and all the friendship that she has and using them both to create this amazing culmination of energies and communication.
It was really good, you guys. We're just gonna go again.
And really at the heart of it, I think that's what drives her, and I think that's what makes her good at what she's doing. She may not have, all of the technical aspects under her belt, but that's why you hire people that really know what they're doing and can support you in that.
I don't understand composition as well as I'd like to, and I don't have the freedom and flexibility with the camera that I would like to have yet because I am so unfamiliar with it. But, how else can I learn but to do it? So it's like, you just go where you can.
She's very honest when she doesn't know yet what's gonna happen, and she has this wonderful worker bee attitude in that it may not be what it needs to be, but she'll figure out a way to make it what it has to be.
When you're a director, you have these divisions in your head. You have these ideas, these visual themes and ideas, and if you don't know that much about a camera, which most directors don't know the intricacies of lighting in a camera, you depend on your DP to execute these visions you have. So what's so important is your ability to articulate your vision to that DP and the DP to understand that vision and execute it. That's a special relationship.
Glenn Winter is a master of what he does. He was my director of photography.
Cut into the struggle right there. Boom, and then back here.
Yeah. So it doesn't look so
Yeah, just to tighten it up.
Yeah.
Just to tighten it up.
Yeah.
The relationship between the director and DP is unlike any other relationship on set. It's very collaborative, and it's a true mixture of technical and creative.
It was such a great symbiotic relationship between the two of them.
He was just an incredible teammate and support system throughout the whole show. Anytime I started to feel like I was lost, he was like right there with the flashlight helping me find my way out.
She ran me through everything she wanted to do, and almost everything that we've done, the seed of it was from her.
I would say I was thinking this, and he would like come up with something like 100 times better than what I was thinking that was based on my original idea.
The only thing I ever end up doing is sort of fine-tuning it for her.
Glenn is really great at, it's almost like a magnet, drawing out the vision and hearing it and then knowing what you want and then showing you and you approve.
I know that she may have been stressed out and she may have been a little worried, but she has a team of people here that are supporting her, and they know that she can do it, or they wouldn't have given her the opportunity.
Anytime I started to feel overwhelmed or confused by all the different hats, I tried to remind myself to just be genuine and authentic in the experience that I was having, and remember that everything is just a form of me. That really helped, just trying to make sure that I was as genuine and authentic in the experience as I could be, and not trying to put on the act of the director or put on the act of the actress, but just really be a storyteller who has these different avenues of doing that.
She's going to be fine. She has to be.
boom, boom, yeah.
Do you think we need to be on him for any contaminant can kill her so you realize that she's making a decision to...
Can we see that? I'm worried about it kind of elongating something that already needs to be tightened up.
You're not married to everything. You can actually change it around if you're not feeling the pace of it.
It's almost like you have the opportunity to remold the whole story. I know it's a lot of just steady talking heads, but I think that the scene is so much about the exchange between the two of them. All that stuff in there feels a little long, like it just needs to be snugged up, because it gives it a little bit more. It almost feels like the story is told 3 times. It's told in prep, it's told when you're filming, and it's told in post. And then what you have in the end is a nice little package that sums up all 3 experiences. Should we push it even closer on his face at the end, or do you think that that's an...
I'll show you.
It's so weird that you can do all this stuff in post. Cool, so it'll work.
Yeah, we'll get what you want.
One thing that I do love about Allison a lot is her hunger. It's a hunger for everything around her. It's a hunger for truth and honesty and art and beauty. And it's something that she would never be happy just sitting back and doing the same thing all the time.
She said something that I'll never forget that really moved me, which was she said, "Never before in my life have I done something that I didn't know how to do it." And here she was jumping into the deep end of a very stormy ocean, and she pulled it off in such an amazing way.
I've seen her shine in a way that I've never seen her shine before with this director's hat on.
She was a seasoned vet even when she started the show. She's only gotten better. And this directing experience, I think, is only going to make her a better actress.
I'm a better person from this experience because it's such a lesson in graciousness and humility. Just working with a team of people where everyone needs to be so strong and getting to see what everyone does and the importance of each person was an incredible lesson for me as an actress and as an individual.
Allison was a teenager when she started out here, and she's a young, accomplished woman now.
I think that there is something very exciting about seeing women take a position like this.
We don't have a lot of female directors. Marzi, our AD, is one of the few female directors, and I'd love it if Allison could get out there and direct more.
I'm so proud of her. My heart is all in for Clement.
There's not a lot of female directors in the industry in general, which is why I think I got so much support.
It's great to have that perspective, you know? We don't have enough on Smallville, if anything.
I think it's really a huge moment for her.
It's been very, very rewarding to see it all happen.
Lana? I've been looking all over for you. Are you okay?
I've never felt better, Clark.
There's this beautiful scene in the end of my episode between Lana and Clark. And she says to him, "Nothing can hurt me anymore."
I'm your equal now. And together, you and I can help make the world a better place.
And it's like this moment of just complete and utter celebration. Like, I can be with you as an equal. I can be your partner and you don't have to take care of me.
I'm different now. You don't have to protect me anymore. You don't have to worry about me.
It is sort of an example of the journey that I went on to take on this challenge. It felt very much like a process of growing up for me. I get emotional every time I think about it because the amount of just compassion and support that was there was like staggering.